So Texas Chainsaw Massacre has been kind of a subject as of late, I guess.
We're clearly filming this in the same day as the others.
Okay, well, ruin that illusion.
Yep.
But the point is, yeah, I mean, no, but seriously though, Texas Chainsaw is kind of a big part of my life because, you know, I was in prison with Leatherface.
It's true.
See our other video about that. But anyway, no, the point is, we're going to talk to movies today.
Yeah.
Because there's a billion of them, and look, there's a new one coming out called Leatherface, which is going to be a prequel to the original 1970s classic, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Which is real.
Which totally happened. But, yeah, so there's going to be a new prequel, and this has got to be one of the most confusing franchises in history. You know, and it doesn't even have that many movies compared to, say, Friday the 13th or what, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street's.
You know, it definitely doesn't have as many as Hellraiser.
It didn't have enough movies to get to being weird. It just got weird pretty quickly.
Yeah. And sometimes weird is good, and in the case of Chainsaw, weird usually is good, but then sometimes it's not. And so here's the thing. We're going to talk the movies.
We're going to rank them.
We're going to rank them and see what's up. But first, of course, we have the original classic, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, back in the 70s, 74, if memory serves me right. No fact-checking here, folks.
Nope, we have the thing right there. Not going to look at it.
Yep, definitely not.
40 years ago.
Yeah, 40 or so years ago, this happened. Yeah, man, back in the 70s, we got the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the classic. A movie so fucking grueling and shocking and impacting that people swear up and down that it's bloody as hell, but there's like maybe like a pint of blood maybe spilled, maybe, if that.
They would have survived.
They would have definitely survived. You know, totally.
Yeah.
In butchery apart, but yeah, I mean the movie. That's a testament to how powerful this movie is. It's so unsettling in its appearance. You know, the way it was shot.
Yeah.
The choice of film stock. You know, I mean, it wasn't really a choice. It was more of a fiscal matter. You know, hey, this is what we can afford.
This is what it looks like.
But man, did that contribute to the effect. I mean, I'm sorry, to the atmosphere of the movie. It gave it kind of like a documentary feel. Would you agree?
Yep.
The setting, of course.
Oh, I burped again.
This blur. I mean, I'm sorry. This blearing Texas heat. These horrible, almost hick towns. You know. Right. Just some of the effect, how it starts. You know, it just sets this somber, fucking weird ass mood, man. The hitchhiker they pick up at the beginning. It's weird town from the get-go. And it's, you know, this kind of set a this was really kind of like the granddaddy slasher film. I mean, there was films that fit that mold before, but this one was one that's almost so original that it's kind of gone unimitated, you know, in a lot of ways. Because this is not a stock and slash movie. This is, we get the teens that kind of take a wrong turn. I mean, they don't really take a wrong turn here, but they go down a path they shouldn't have gone, and they just come across complete and utter strangeness, man. The Sawyer family is weird as fuck, you know, and they, you know that they eat people, you know, you never see them legit try to eat someone. I mean, chomping into their bones or anything like that. But you know what's going down.
Normally you don't chomp into a bone. So.
True, unless you want some broken teeth. But, you know they're going to hammer Sally's head for a reason, and it's going to be dinner time, you know. And, again, blood minimal. Effects surprisingly great. Grandpa looks great. The weird body at the beginning looks great. Yeah. Leatherface's mask is great. The bones, the skin... furniture, everything looks fucking great.
Be good.
Amazing, really. This is a landmark in horror cinema for a reason. There's really not much to say other than if you haven't seen this movie, what are you waiting for? See it. This is the original, the classic. There's a reason it's so infamous. And you know, if you're one of those jerks that wants blood every second and jump scares, well then probably stay away from this. This is more about spacing you the fuck out with a bucket load of weirdness and guts. Except there's no guts. What the fuck? There's no guts. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
So but yeah, number one.
That I think I think it goes unbeaten as number one. Hence my rant. It will remain untouched, I think, forever.
Yeah.
As far as this series goes,
I
and
agree.
very few other films you think I think you might agree in the horror realm can come close to it. Very few compete
Yeah,
with it.
it's something that I don't think can be replicated.
Yeah. So without a doubt, we can agree here. Number one,
Texas Chainsaw.
the original.
We ain't doing that countdown bullshit. We're starting off with the cream of the crop.
The cream of the crop.
Because we got cream of the crap later on.
Oh yeah, we got crap coming up. So if you're gonna give something a number 2 spot, what would you give of the one? Because I know you haven't seen Texas Chainsaw 3D.
I haven't seen Texas Chainsaw 3D. I think that's the only one.
Yeah, that's the only one you haven't seen.
I'm kind of torn because the better movie I feel is the beginning, but my favorite is part 2.
Yes, I am
Now
on the same boat. I think.
now now if we're going on favorites list, like personal favorites, I would put part 2 as my number 1. But we're not going on that.
We're going
on
best.
the best.
Best to worst.
So I have to say part 2.
Yeah, I think.
I know it gets some hate, but
I'm on the same boat as you. I'm torn because look, a lot of people hated the Michael Bay produced, Marcus Nispel directed. Excuse me. Remake from 2001, I think it was. Again, no fact checking.
Nope.
And a lot of people hated it. I think a lot of the hate came from the lighting style and the fact that Michael Bay was involved. But I think it's undeserved hate for the most part. But whatever. That aside, you can't deny that its existence was responsible for one of the best chainsaw flicks, and that is, as you said, the beginning, namely the unrated cut. You know,
yeah, it's pretty
is
bad. It's pretty painful to watch.
It is brutal, man.
Makes you cringe.
So
in the right ways.
I think we can take out 2 birds with 1 stone here by saying, I, like you, agree that despite the beginning being a better movie, just straight up a better movie, better directing,
better horror movie,
insanely brutal, insanely brutal. Effects are fantastic. The acting's on par. You know, everything's great. I can't deny that the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2 is a crazy, off-the-wall, almost satirical romp.
This is where it started getting weird.
This is weird. You know what? And Tobe Hooper, I think, was in full rights to do this. He didn't want to just make another Chainsaw movie. And he did not.
Nope.
He made
that was a weird one.
A wild, almost funny. Originally, it was supposed to be
funny.
It was supposed to be a satire. Originally.
It's really funny.
Yeah, and it is very humorous, but it always plays a deadpan.
Yeah.
Serious.
And there is always moments where you're like, ugh.
Yes, it is gruesome as well. It is pretty damn gruesome.
We got Dennis Hopper going crazy. That's great.
Now it is notable. That is my favorite thing in the movie. By the Lefty,
mini chainsaws.
Yeah. Lefty and Stretch are my favorite things in that movie. I don't know why.
Chop Top's pretty good, though.
Oh yeah, of course, man. Bill Moseley as Chop Top is a fucking highlight, and of course he's now a horror icon based on that alone. Yeah. And of course Otis later in House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. But mainly this is the movie that made him a horror icon, and well deserved, because he is fucking great. And possibly the funniest thing in the whole movie.
And yet still disturbing.
And yet, and still fucking disturbing, man. How can he be so... How can he behave like this is nothing? And look at what he's doing, you know? That's always what's disturbing about this family. To them, chaos and murder and mayhem and normal. It's just... That's an everyday thing, you know? Chili competition? Oh, yeah, but there's body parts in this.
Shit,
no big deal.
I'll eat that chili hardcore.
That being said, I would too.
Oh, freaking good.
Drayton Sawyer is one of the great characters. He was in the original, of course, as the head of the family. And in here, he plays it a little bit more hammy, a little bit more cheesy.
Comedic, yeah.
And he's just so fucking lovable, man. He's awesome.
In my opinion, though, the best part is Dennis Hopper.
Yes. Getting back to that,
like, what the flip?
Lefty and Right
is this supposed to be a hero?
Yeah, he's clearly he's gone off his fucking rocker.
He's not.
You know, he's gone off his rocker. He's hell bent on vengeance.
Yeah.
You know,
he's got many chainsaws.
And he has what's awesome about him though is he has this moral compass. He's doing everything for what he feels is the right reason. And for all intents and purposes, of course he's right. These guys are freaking sadistic cannibals.
But he goes to extremes.
And then there's this kind of like
he's enjoying it almost.
Yeah, he's gone as crazy as they have. He's Batman if Joker had driven him to the edge, you know? And he feels it's almost like a holy quest to bring these guys down. And yeah, the scene with the chainsaws is fucking great. I mean, it's awesome, man. The way this whole entire movie plays out is amazing.
Now, so, yeah. I guess I can kind of see someone, especially at the time, going to expect something as spooky as the first one, and instead you get, what the hell is happening? Yeah. I can kind of see that, but I don't think it deserves the hate it gets.
No.
It's really fun.
And to be fair,
it's like the Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, really it is. As I was saying, to be fair, its cult has grown considerably since then. It's now getting the accolades it deserves for the right reasons, especially after people knew that the production company kind of forced them to do some cuts and changes and stuff. So they can now see the satire where it's now a lot more hidden than it originally was. Yeah. And they can appreciate the fact that he intended to make something different and that the humor was intentional. And all this stuff. And of course, one thing that fans never denied was Savini's hand in this. Tom Savini did a lot of the effects in this thing. And I don't think... that's probably my favorite effects in all the series. Not the most realistic, but definitely the most stylistic. Just Leatherface looks great. Everything looks great there. Their den of fucking horrors. Their house where they're living is fantastic. But anyway, yeah, I have to agree with you. Number 2 goes to... Number 2, the original number 2. So number 3, like I said, we're probably going to take 2 birds with 1 stone here. It goes to The Beginning. Now this still gets a lot of hate because it's still kind of related to the Michael Bay film, but he still produced it.
I think tonally it's completely different than I'm gonna say I'm not a huge fan of the remake. I don't think it's bad like people do. It's just to me. I mean, I don't think it's bad again, but in my opinion, this one was a good step in a different direction, a more brutal direction, kind of more disturbing. Whereas I personally felt the previous one felt a little too clean. Not in a bad way. Again, I liked the movie. This one was just like, oh yeah, okay, this is disturbing again.
Yeah, this was balls to the wall,
horror movie.
Insanity. And what I loved most about it was how they explored the town's relationship to the family, extended family members. Everybody was so, it felt dirty to be around these people, And you're right, from the beginning, this thing is just gloom and doom because it's gonna end bad for these people. There is no happy ending at this because this is a prequel, and how the other one began. So it's just dread, man. And what's really cool is it's shockingly gory. Yeah. The unrated cut is almost sickeningly gory. I had our good friend Spielbergo watch it, and he was of course dread to watch it because he was one of the people that hated the Michael Bay film. But I said, dude, trust me. I know I like the Michael Bay produced remake, but trust me, this is a good one. And thankfully he took my word for it, and he was like, holy shit, you were not kidding. First of all, this is great. Second of all, damn, is this thing brutal. And it is shockingly brutal. But in terms of the film, you needed that. You needed that.
It really adds to the grossness of it. I'm going off memory. I saw it maybe 10 years ago, and it's still really good.
Yeah, it resonates. I mean,
let's just say when I watched it, we watched it with a friend who has not been introduced, and they were cooking some meat, and I didn't want that meat. It also smells really weird, so
Now, just an addendum here. Even if you didn't like the original remake,
give this one a shot.
Yeah, definitely give The Beginning a shot. Because, if anything, it's a prequel, so you could still ignore that other one. But the thing is that even if you didn't like that one, there's one thing you can't deny. Arlie Ermey as the head of the family he was good. Fucking fantastic. Best choice they could have done. His character's much more expounded upon in the beginning, and he is just menace incarnate filth. I mean, fuck. Awesome. So, okay, we got 1, 2, and 3 out of the way.
Yeah.
That's the original.
This is where it's
part
going to get
1.
interesting.
Yeah, here's about to get interesting. Number 2 is the original part 2. And number 3, the prequel to the remake, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, unrated cut.
Now, if anybody's actually watching this, we're ready to get in some hate.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
So here's where we might differ.
Yeah.
Number 4, what do you put at number 4?
Dude.
Now, you have Leatherface.
This is hard.
You have Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation.
Yeah.
And 3D and the remake.
I haven't seen 3D. I honestly, we'll get to that one, but I didn't really enjoy Leatherface that much. It was okay. And 4 is atrocious. But we'll get to that. So I guess I gotta give it to the remake.
Okay, a reluctant number 4, or a kind of, I guess.
I don't hate the remake is the thing. I like the remake. And I hate when people say it's an unnecessary remake. But I kind of felt that way a little bit, but not really, not to that degree. Maybe I have to rewatch it, but I just kind of remember not being amazing.
That should be our next one to rewatch.
Yeah, I liked it. I remember liking it a lot, and yes, you're right. I remember it's freaking badass in that, but there was something off about it for me.
Yeah. Mine is not so much a reluctant number 4. I will give the spot to the remake. I actually really enjoyed it.
I don't get the hate. I will say that.
Yeah, I understood the hate from horror fans. I'm a horror fan myself, but I'm open to remakes because we've gotten some of the best horror films from remakes.
I mean, we've gotten some stinkers, but
we've gotten some stinkers. Here's the thing:
always happens.
Remakes have happened since the beginning of movies.
I mean, The Thing.
Yeah, it's gonna keep on happening. And sometimes you'll get some good ones, and sometimes you'll think something is good that a lot of people don't think is good.
Yeah.
I think the best version of Phantom of the Opera is the Robert Englund version from 1989. Hardly anybody has seen that. Hardly anybody remembers that.
It was good, though. It was good.
I think that's my favorite. And does that mean I hate the Lon Chaney version? Of course not. I love the Lon Chaney version. I just prefer this one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it is. And I am one of those guys.
And that is why this is $10 Slimers.
Where we just don't give a fuck.
Ranking, not your ranking. So if you disagree, let us know.
And we're horror fans here, mind you. But the point is, for me, it's an enthusiastic, this gets the 4th place. Because I actually enjoyed the movie. Some people claim they were distracted by Jessica Biel. I don't give a fucking shit. She did a fine job. She's a fine actress. Whatever. I don't care. It was... I wasn't bothered by the lighting. I mean, it was a stylistic choice. At least they kind of kept it going on in the beginning, so it kind of felt like the same universe. I wasn't bothered by that. I didn't give a shit that Michael Bay was involved in it because it didn't even really feel like he was involved in it.
It wasn't like Turtles, where it's like they just direct this turd.
You know he was involved in Turtles. Because,
we should talk about Turtles, man.
Yeah, we should, because fuck, that sucked.
Anyway,
I really like the movie. I do think it's brutal. I love Arlie Ermy. The family's awesome.
Good. He was really good.
The gore was on fleek, as they say.
Again, I mean, I saw this once, and it was around the time it came out. So maybe memory's not serving me well. I do have a famously terrible memory.
It is awful.
So,
but yeah, we should revisit it, man. I think if you liked it enough, I think maybe you'll appreciate it a bit
probably.
more. Now, I will say this. I'm not just blindly supporting this movie because I'm a Texas Chainsaw fan. I loathe everything else Marcus Nispel has done. I fucking hate everything he's done. Pathfinder sucked.
That was a piece of shit, man.
And it should have been cool, man.
We rented that for like $1, and I felt ripped off.
Yeah, that was a movie that sounded cool, had one of our favorite actors in it, Carl Urban. It should have been badass. It sucked.
It was a steaming
pile. It sucked ass.
Steaming pile of boring shit.
I hated his Conan remake. That was an unnecessary. You want to talk unnecessary remake? That's one right there. I hated his Friday the 13th, although I am going to give it another shot.
Yeah, we never saw.
Just to see if I was just in my fields. But I'm not that type of guy anyway. I really disliked it, man. I thought it was uncreative. And that's a Friday the 13th movie I'm talking about. But anyway.
Maybe you did see the cut version. Maybe, you know.
Yeah, maybe the killer cut is better. But anyway, I'm not defending the guy. I actually enthusiastic number 4. So number 5. What is your number 5?
Woo!
We have Leatherface, 3D, which you haven't seen, and The Next Generation. I have a feeling you're going to pick Leatherface.
Yeah, I have to, huh?
Kind of have to, yeah.
Now, I don't remember liking it very much. I do remember liking. I think there's like someone gets hit in the nuts at some point.
Yeah.
And that woke me up. Viggo Mortensen's pretty good.
Viggo Mortensen is awesome.
Really good, and
this is
something we'll see in part 4 too. There's one person
yes.
that's good.
Now this is interesting. Yeah, that's good that you mentioned that. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre has 2 actors that would go on to become pretty fucking renowned.
One bigger than the other.
One bigger than the other, but pretty much both these guys are considered A-listers, pretty much. And
Aragorn's in part 3.
Yeah, Viggo Mortensen, aka Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, and many other countless fucking movies.
Hidalgo.
Yeah, the classic Hidalgo. Oh man, that wasn't a good movie at all.
Film.
But anyway, Viggo's in this, and he's easily the best thing in the movie.
He's the best part. Yeah,
he is.
Like I didn't like the movie very much, but he was the best part.
Now, there's 2 ways you can watch this movie. There is the horrible theatrical cut, which was butchered, and there is the unrated director's cut, which is the only way to watch this movie. If the gore is intact, and there's entire scenes that are not trimmed and cut and butchered, but that's the way to see it. Now, I do like that the movie continued, despite it moving from one studio to another. God. It continued some of the threads. It let you know that, look, we can't directly use these characters in this way, but we know that they're there. For example, Stretch kind of makes an appearance as a news reporter. It's her. It's the actress. And you can assume that somewhere along the way she kind of recovered and maybe went from radio to television. So that's cool. Anyway, they the movie continues the tradition, so to speak, but it focuses more on Leatherface, and it's more of a stock and slash. So it's a little bit less creative in that sense.
Yeah, I do remember that it was very kind of disappointing, especially after part 2, where it wasn't very creative.
Yeah, it went more with the formula of the slasher than anything.
Which is kind of why I don't like it as much. Yeah, I never thought it was terrible, but it's just kind of bland.
I will say this. It did take kind of a unique approach to the story. It didn't just go, hey, let's have this guy have some implements of torture and chase someone around.
Mm-hmm. He had to go back to his shed to get a harpoon.
It was kind of like a desert chase movie. He had a weird fucking truck in it. All this crazy stuff.
That's your selling point? You had a weird truck in it?
I mean, there was different elements to the stock and slash rather than just, whatever, next kill. And really, there's only 2 people he's chasing. And Ken Foree's in it as our hero.
He's good.
And he's pretty awesome in it. He's being his Ken Foree self, being cool, badass. And, but yeah, the highlight of the movie is the gruesome effects. And Viggo Mortensen as the head of the family. That being said, it's not the strongest movie. It is very fun. I like it. I'm more enthusiastic about it than you are. I do like it. But there's one thing I absolutely fucking hate about this movie. And it's the little girl actress that played one of the young family members.
I remember.
She is the most... Jake Lloyd, he's got nothing on this chick as far as bad acting goes. She is terrible. And she's like in so many scenes and has so many lines.
Did you want to punt that baby?
Yeah, dude, she was so bad, and they hinge a lot of the creepiness on her, and you're like, fucking crap, and they put her with Viggo to act a lot, and you're like, stop with this chick, she sucks. She's bad, man. But other than that, I enjoy the movie. It's not the greatest, but it's fun. It's actually a very fun movie. If you're gonna see it, check out Unrated. But we both agree, more enthusiastically than him, that this takes the number, 5 spot. No, so number 6.
Now,
you haven't seen 3D, so I guess by default you're gonna have to pick
by default
Next Generation.
Woo!
Yeah,
that's a stinker.
Woo! Here's the thing, I've seen 3D, and you've seen Next Generation. And you know how much it sucks.
It's bad.
I'm gonna agree with you and put that in the number. What is this now? 7 or 6? Whatever the fuck.
Freaking 6, dude.
In the number 6 spot, I'm gonna agree with you and put Next Generation also in the number 6 spot. This was a grueling experience for all the wrong reasons.
It's baffling. I was like, how can you be this bad?
Yeah.
And yet, why am I entertained?
Yes, that's the confusing thing. And here's the thing: this movie was written and directed by one of the original writers of the first one. The first movie was co-written by Toby Hooper's friend Kim Henkel. He came back to this one, and he was supposed to set things right, you know. Or, here's the thing: this is not a sequel. It's not a sequel. It doesn't follow any event.
A thing that happens.
It's kind of like a remake almost, or like a reboot. Like, hey, let's just reimagine shit.
I guess.
But there's things that suggest it might be a sequel.
Yeah, like that.
For example,
at the end.
that confusing ass ending. But anyway,
Flip was that
I think the biggest thing for me, as the first time I watched it, was the head of the family has a leg brace, like a hydraulic leg brace, and in Leatherface, the original third movie, he has a leg brace. Leatherface has a leg brace, just kind of like it.
Yeah.
So I mean, did Leatherface like graduate from retard to head of the family, and he's now handsome?
It could be like a crossover with Mad Max.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Something's going on with that leg brace.
The point is, I don't think that was the intent. I think that was just some.
I don't know though. Maybe.
I don't think so. I mean, come on. How do you get Leatherface?
That's not the weirdest part though. We're getting to that.
I don't think that was the intent. But the first time I saw it, I was like, is he supposed to be? Why? Well, I don't get it. Is the mantle of Leatherface passed on? Here's the thing. You're right. That's not the weirdest part.
No.
In fact, that's the best part.
That's the most sensical part.
Let's forget about the weirdest part. The shittiest part is the fact that this is a typical teenager movie at the beginning for like the first 30 minutes or something.
Yeah.
You just got dumb teenagers saying dumb dialogue. Kim Henkel had no business writing this dialogue. It sucks. It doesn't sound realistic. These are just annoying teens. And not annoying like, oh, they're supposed to be cannon fodder annoying. They're just annoying because it's stupid. Nobody talks this way. Yeah. It sucks. Not even in the 90s. They're stupid, dumb, generic teens doing stupid, dumb, generic shit. And then, of course, they veer off the wrong path, literally this time, and they encounter the family because, you know, some fucking chick with hot tits that's, you know, a legit member of society happens to be hooking up with the head of the family, played
I hate that.
by Matthew McConaughey, who is now one of our biggest stars.
Oh my god,
Here's
what is up with
thing.
that?
They buried the release of this movie because his star was rising.
Him.
Here's the thing, though. He's the greatest thing in this fucking movie.
I mean, to be fair,
he's what makes this movie rewatchable.
He's the greatest part of a turd, but he is still pretty good.
Well, let's remember, though, he had that whole streak of crappy romantic movies.
Woo!
He's not always great.
No.
But here he was genuinely great. As the head of the family, he's engaging, he's intriguing. You just want to see this guy go nuts. And he's weird and bizarre. And he sells everything stupid in this movie.
Yeah.
And there's stupid shit. So let's get to the dumb shit, the weird shit, the crap shit. I like me some weird David Lynch and such, but this garbage was crap. Look, we had look, I'll just cut to the gist, the nitty gritty. It's revealed that basically they work for like a cabal of like Illuminati type figures.
Illuminati.
And yeah, that's what the family is. They're
Why?
Like, because, you know, reasons.
Because Illuminati and Illuminati confirmed.
And there's some scene with, you know, tits going on, and
I like tits.
It was man tits. Like pig tits.
I don't like that. I don't remember
piercings.
that at all. That happened?
Yeah. And also, at this point, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, there is a point where you're just like, what the?
Yeah, you just give up on the movie because you're like, what the fuck? I will say that the Leatherface guy did a good job with his body language, but the outfit was not good.
No.
The mask was horrible.
Now, I don't remember if this is in the movie, but I want to mention it. There is a cover in which Leatherface is...
Oh, yeah. There was two covers to this movie. There was, you know, one with the faces, the typical 90s style faces.
That was pretty bad.
But the other one was like this weird chick in fishnet stockings and high pumps, you know, real sexy looking, with kind of like a pseudo Leatherface mask
She's got
on.
like a Leatherface mask.
And she has a, you know, a huge chainsaw. Oh, there was another cover too that was lips, kind of like Rocky Horror style. And instead of lipstick, putting,
I remember that.
You know, it was a chainsaw. I kind of like those. I kind of like those covers. It's a weird part.
The question is, Lady Leatherface.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Smash?
That one in the posters definitely would smash.
Okay.
But the reason they did those kind of weird pseudo effeminate crossdresser covers is because in the movie, Leatherface is basically like a weird, effeminate,
Does that actually happen?
emasculated weirdo.
Man, I don't remember.
He mostly wears female clothes. In fact, the movie ends, kind of like part one ended with him twirling around.
Yeah.
But he's wearing a dress and the female mask and stuff, which is more akin to what Ed Gein did, which is the basis for the character of Leatherface.
Yeah, true.
But at the same time, in the context...
flip is going on!
Yeah, in the context of the movie, it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
You're like, why is Leatherface like this? I don't get it. So it sucks. But the guy did a pretty fair job with his body language and portraying Leatherface. Just what he had to work with stunk.
So this is a stinker.
Yeah, so that's a
definite fascinating stinker.
Yes, you can go back and watch this and be like, wow, this fucking piece of shit got made.
I actually remember you would refuse to buy it. You had all the other ones. You refused to buy that one. You were like, freaking piece of shit. Like, you were mad about how shitty it was. And then one day you bought it for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, I had to.
And we watched it, and you were like, what the flip is going... I think that's when you gained this weird appreciation for the weirdness of it.
Yeah.
It's still terrible. Still a piece of garbage.
It's bad, but I do appreciate Matthew McConaughey. He's actually legit good. I would have loved to have seen him in a good Texas Chainsaw movie. And, interesting note, Renee Zellweger's also in this, but she's bad, so who cares?
Her face is still normal.
So we've decided that one's pretty much the only one that really sucks.
Now, I haven't seen this.
But I have been privy to the newest one besides the one that hasn't come out yet. Yeah. And that is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, which made the horrible mistake of taking place right after the first original one. So already, even though the series was remade, instead of continuing that, mind you, this was another production company, they just said, oh, fuck that. Let's go back to the original. All right, that's cool. I can dig that. The problem is they cut out number 2.
Yeah.
What the fuck? All right. Look, if you still give me something good, I can be on board with this. It starts directly after the first one, and it kind of gives you like a Devil's Rejects type of beginning.
I saw that scene, and you said it was one of the only good scenes in the movie.
It literally is the only good scene in the movie.
I saw it, and I don't think it's very...
You saw the cut version, by the way.
To be fair. But I didn't think it was great because it just felt like the Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, it really...
Not good.
It was Devil's Rejects super light.
Yeah, super light, so... I saw that in a few other scenes, but... Woo! You saw the whole thing.
I saw the whole thing, and it was fucking... Now, we will say that The Guardian loved this movie, which makes me want to punch him in the gullet.
I remember him loving it.
Yeah, he jizzed on it.
If I remember correctly, he did jizz on it.
And that's cool. I mean, if you like the movie, I guess.
Yeah.
But look, I fucking hated this movie. It is an affront to anything that's chainsaw-y. And we've just talked about part 4, which sucks.
Yeah.
This thing fucking sucks.
Balls.
Now, it has more structure as a film than part 4 of the original series does.
For my anus has more structure as a film.
Yes. But that doesn't make it good. And here's the problem. After a kind of promising beginning where you're like, all right, I can forgive you skipping over part 2 if you give me something good. It takes place right after the events of part 1. But then it skips forward an inordinate amount of fucking years and then introduces shitty, typical teenage buttholes that you don't like one damn bit, not even the character you're supposed to empathize with, and some corrupt cops that suck ass and not in a good way and not in a decent character evolving or relevant way. They just suck. And then, they kind of have you hang out with these teens forever.
Yeah. And
you don't care about them, so it sucks.
I'm agreeing like I've seen it, but I kind of
feel
like I have.
You've seen this type of movie before. And it's just so generic, man. Just so generic. Oh, well, long story short, this chick gets, inherits a house. Turns out that this house is owned by one of the family members that, after the events of part 1, basically provided shelter for Leatherface before he could get lynched by the townspeople. Mm-hmm. And Leatherface has kind of just been living in her fucking basement forever. Somehow. So she dies. This other chick gets the house as an inheritance, and Leatherface is released from his basement dwelling, and he goes on a rampage. You think that's cool, him going on a rampage? And by then, as annoyed as I was like, man, please go on a rampage, because this sucks. Guess what? He went on a rampage, it sucked even more. First of all, the dude that fucking played Leatherface sucked. He did not know how to walk. He did not even know how to mumble. He did not even know how to hold a chainsaw.
I saw some scenes where he's chasing after someone. You know how there's like the menacing serial killer walk? This guy's just walking. Like he just got a Starbucks coffee.
And here's the thing. Leatherface never had the weird silent stalker. He was like a messy, bumbling...
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
so he's already trying to do something.
Emotions.
He's already trying to do something that Leatherface never did.
Yeah.
And then he's failing like a douche at it.
He neither got the that crazy frenetic pace nor the scary stalker. He just was, like you said, I'm gonna just go pick up some coffee
it's
now.
Literally just like a guy walking in the middle of the set, and they're like, "Oh, he's Leatherface, I guess."
Yeah, and literally he walks into like a carnival full of people. And
I saw that scene. It was bad.
Granted, it's a carnival, and then there's some weird stuff going on. But there's a guy with a fucking hideous face.
With a chainsaw.
With a chainsaw chasing a chick that's screaming.
Just chainsawed through a gate, if I remember correctly.
Oh, fuck. That movie sucks so bad, dude. And he literally has like a kill kit. First of all, this guy is supposed to be like quasi-retarded. He opens this little bureau and takes out his little tie and puts it on because he's got to wear that tie.
Get it? The tie!
Fucking shit, man. This thing sucks so bad. And the teens were awful. And the 3D gags were unnecessary. It just sucked. Everything about this movie sucked. I hated it. I wish it would have never existed. But now we're getting this new prequel, Leatherface, which is going to take place before the original part 1, but hopefully still respects... I'm just hoping it ignores 3D.
It better, because apparently it sucks weenies.
So anyway, this has been our ranking and kind of a retrospective of the series.
Yeah. What's your ranks?
What's your ranks? Which one do you like? Are we fucking wrong? Do you love part 4?
Is 3D the best movie ever made?
Is it? I mean, it might be. I didn't think so. It fucking sucked. But the point is, let us know what you think.
The Guardian spanked it to that chick.
Yeah, the Guardian loved it, so somebody liked it.
Yeah.
But anyway, let us know. This has been Ahab and the Goontick talking some TCM.
Turner Classic Movies?
That's the one.